The USL on CBS is presented for more than 150 years.
Make Honda of the Avenues your
professional men's soccer is back. Today's game is brought to you by Price.com. It's an all-Florida matchup in Jacksonville as Sporting JAX hosts the Tampa Bay Rowdies for the first time in a USL Championship regular season. Our broadcast presented by Ascension St. Vincent's. Along with one of the all-time leading goal scorers in USL history, Corey Herzog, I'm Cole Pepper. And Corey, this is a matchup of two clubs at different places in their histories and in their seasons.
Yeah, Tampa coming in with a lot of confidence, and obviously Jacksonville not having as much, but they do have a home game to try to get 3 points.
Sporting JAX looking for the first win in club history in the USL Championship. Tampa Bay Rowdies looking to stay perfect on the season. Our players to watch, let's start with Sporting JAX forward Emil Jaskalainen, who got his first goal in his new kit last week at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he's finding those right spots in the first couple games, and thankfully for him, finally got that finish. hopefully that confidence comes into the game tonight.
And as for Tampa Bay, it's a familiar name for USL Championship fans. Former Charleston Battery star M.D. Myers already delivering for his new club.
Yeah, and if you're Sporting Jack's back three, you're going to have to watch out for Myers. He creates goals, creates assists, can find the ball in the box, and he's just very dangerous when he's on it. These two sides met in the preseason, but meeting in the regular season for the first time tonight. Sporting Jax hosting the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Kickoff straight ahead. The USL on CBS is presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League. For more than 150 years, Ascension St. Vincent's has delivered award-winning compassionate care across Northeast Florida, with 4 hospitals, primary care offices, urgent care centers, and freestanding emergency departments throughout the region. From everyday wellness to advanced specialty care, including heart, cancer, orthopedics, brain and spine surgery, and women's health, we're here for you when you need us most. Get the care you count on, close to home. Learn more at ascension.org/St. Vincent's.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is bigger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. Find great deals on our huge selection. Like this month, when you lease a 2026 CRV for just $229 a month, or lease a 2025 Accord for $219 a month. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues, proud sponsor of Sporting Jax.
Professional men's soccer is back in Jacksonville. Sporting Jax is competing nationally in the USL Championship, bringing world-class pro soccer back to the First Coast at UNF's Hodges Stadium. It's pro soccer that's Pro Jax. Secure your seats now from just $10. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com. Join Sporting Jax under the lights at home, April 25th. Get your tickets now.
All right, Chunky Punky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes I've been eyeing.
Can't forget our protein powder.
Just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
Today's game is brought to you by Price.com, Ascension St. Vincent's, Adidas, Honda of the Avenues, and Sunbelt Rentals. Sporting Jax and the Tampa Bay Rowdies ready to kick it off here at Hodges Stadium. These two sides met in the preseason. Tampa Bay taking a 1-0 win in that one. Let's take a look at the starting 11s for each side, starting with Sporting Jax and a new formation for Liam Fox's side here in this one.
Yeah, you can see they're going into a 3-4-3, hopefully getting Rose and Neville like they did in the last couple games, a little bit more higher, but also keeping that 3 in the back for the 2 forwards.
Emil Jaskalainen will be at the top of this formation for Sporting Jax. For Tampa, familiar formation, but a few tweaks. M.D. Myers, who came off the bench last time, is in the starting 11, and those two at the top, Myers and Russell Cicerone, will be 2 to watch.
Yeah, like we said in the beginning, the back 3 of the Sporting Jax really have to keep aware of Cicerone and Myers. Keep them in front. Don't let them get in behind and get those chances that they need in the box.
Kickoff is coming up. Before we get there, let's check in with Emerson Burris.
Leadership and veteran experience to this expansion team. Edwards and his head coach at Sporting Jax, Liam Fox, go way back to their years at Dundee United, where Edwards served as captain and Fox as head coach, where they had very many successful years headed to the European competition. I asked Edwards about his relationship with Coach Fox this week. He said it's continued to grow over the years, and when the opportunity for Sporting Jax came about, there was no better timing. Edwards served as captain in Pittsburgh last weekend and hopes to continue to develop with this team and climb the standings.
Thank you. Obviously, one of the things that Sporting Jax wants to do is find some goal scoring, but they also have to find a way to limit the opposition. And having a veteran like Ryan Edwards back in there now in the lineup on the back line is going to do wonders, I think, for this side.
Yeah, you're not going to win very many games when you let 2-3 goals go. But hopefully Edwards can come in, get that back three now under control, keep them organized, and hopefully can keep Cicerone and Myers off the scoreboard.
Last time Sporting Jacks played at home, they scored in the very early goings, less than 2 minutes in. Harvey Neville setting up Kieran Sadlier, and a fast start would be a big one. Emil Jaskalainen, you see there, got into the scoring column against Pittsburgh. He's a player that Sporting Jacks expects to score goals in bunches this year.
Yeah, and as a forward, and me playing as a forward, when you score that first goal, it's kind of like monkey off your back. Hopefully that brings him confidence, and hopefully he can score some tonight.
And we'll also keep an eye on how the new formation develops for Sporting Jacks as the players come to the middle around the center circle as the whistle has been blown. Sporting Jacks has gotten off to the start this season, 3 losses and a draw. The one draw did come at Rhode Island on a windswept day where they showed some grit coming back to score. They had a very good start to things against Miami. After giving up a 3-0 lead to Pittsburgh, they played well after that. And so what Liam Fox has said he wants to see is for this team to put 90 minutes together.
Yeah, it's kind of like a puzzle. They keep putting the little pieces here and there. They play 20 minutes really well, 45 minutes really well. They just need to put all the pieces together and play a full 90 minutes.
They're also continuing to put the roster together. Almost everybody now signed and in. Visa situations all cleared, and we're ready to go. So that's going to be a major positive for Sporting Jacks moving forward. Tampa Bay, with all of their new additions, have started without a hitch here in the USL Championship season with 3 wins from 3. And with today's loss by Louisville to Charleston Battery, Tampa Bay could rise to the top of the table in the Eastern Conference with a win tonight. So it is early in the season, but you're already seeing some of the cases being made for being the favorites in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, surprising that Louisville final with Charleston coming out on top.
A rare win in Louisville for anybody. Charleston, Louisville, Tampa Bay all figure to be right near the top in the East. Sporting Jacks trying to figure out where they will fit in their inaugural season. As for the keys to the game tonight for Sporting Jacks, control that Tampa Bay attack, particularly those top 2.
Yeah, and you can see right there, Myers is looking for balls in behind. You want to keep them in front. You want to keep them in front, keep sight on them at all times. Don't let them get in behind and run towards your goal like this.
Long ball over the top. Myers making a run for it, but there was too much behind. Keys for Tampa Bay in this one, jump on Jacksonville early.
Yeah, if you're Tampa, you're coming to Jacksonville, who hasn't won a game yet, and they're home. If you put a goal in early, who knows what's going to happen with that confidence.
Christian Oliveras, the Sporting Jacks goalkeeper, has started every game so far this year.
And it's interesting already on goal kicks, they're automatically going long, not trying to play out of the back in that 3-4-3 system.
And this one played back to Austin Pack. Edwards going over the top. And a Tampa Bay foul whistled. Edwards, the big Englishman, rising over that one. Yeah, Servando Berna, the referee, having a chat here early on.
And you can see Neville and Rose both already getting very high. In the formations they played earlier, they were getting that, but they only had 2 back. Now they'll have a 3 back in that system.
Edwards sends the long ball ahead. Sadlier went for it, couldn't get to it. Mo Traore, who scored a goal in the loss in Pittsburgh, tracks back for it. Traore, Edwards, and Antonio Gomez making up the back 3 for Sporting Jacks. Neville fighting for it. Now Gomez under a bit of pressure. And this one out for a Tampa Bay Rowdies throw. Sebastian Cruz will handle it, coming off being named to the Team of the Week in the USL Championship last week. Gomez with a header, went over the back of Myers. Tampa will go quickly. Classic kits for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Anywhere there are hoops to be seen for the Rowdies. In this kit with the sleeves and the socks. Great look. Sporting JAX in the home blues. Traore stepped in front of one intended for Micheletto.
And you can see when Sporting JAX doesn't have the ball, they drop into that 5 back with Neville and Rose, shoring up that for sure, hopefully keeping Cicerone and Myers in front. Also, Neville staying there with number 30 on the outside.
This one blade ahead and hit well over the top. So a run made there by one of your former teammates, Dion Akoff.
Yeah, you're going to see him doing that up and down the line all day. One of the fittest players that I've ever played with in Omaha. And that nice bald silk head, you can spot him anywhere on the field.
Dignified look. Opening 5 minutes. Neither team has had a full chance. Sadlier played it off for a Jacksonville throw. Liam Fox said he saw some positive things out of his side in Pittsburgh. And it has been a challenging schedule to start for Sporting JAX.
And it doesn't get much easier with the next 2 games, away at Louisville and away at Detroit.
Here with Tampa Bay, arguably the team off to the best start in the league. Unbeaten, untied through 3. Sadlier got ahead to it. Neville now. And this one sent high and over.
Creative little flick from Sadlier there. Unfortunately, couldn't get it on target, but as we see, Neville really being aggressive in the step there. Good little flick from Sadlier. Unfortunately, couldn't get it on.
Sporting JAX showing a high press here. Austin Pack, the goalkeeper for Tampa Bay, born in Jacksonville. Did not grow up here. Suo Mayoro tried to get to it. Now Akoff making the run on the far side for Tampa Bay. Numbers in the box for Sporting JAX defensively. And a corner coming for the Rowdies.
And just like that, Tampa gets a little 1-2 in the middle of the field, and Akoff has 50 yards of space, takes on the defender and gets a corner just like that.
Marco Micheletto, Rome-born player, will trigger this one in. Eighth minute in Jacksonville. Another Tampa Bay corner. You see Christian Oliveros. He's shown some excellent shot stopping this year. Sporting JAX has been a very aggressive team in terms of formation and approach, and sometimes has left things exposed. And Oliveros has made some excellent saves. This one swung in. Oliveros went down. Gets cleared out by Jordan Rossiter off into the dugout for Sporting JAX.
If you're Sporting JAX, there are 2 corners, 2 wins. That's a good start. As we said earlier in the games this year, they weren't winning those first, second balls in those corners or free kicks.
All kept in and retained by Tampa Bay. Dos Santos will send it across to Brian Schaefer, then long ball ahead. Traore defending, was grabbed. It'll be a free kick for Jacksonville. The USL on the CBS Sports Network kicks off on April 18th with an Eastern Conference showdown. Charleston Battery takes on the fast-starting Tampa Bay Rowdies at 3 p.m. Eastern. Catch the action on the CBS Sports Network on April 18th. Oliveras with the long ball. You've spotted it here early on. Sporting JAX opting for long kicks from the goalkeeper rather than trying to build out.
Yeah, it's looking like they just want to go long, get the ball up the field, take that free 50, 60 yards, and then start their press from there. Hopefully win a couple second balls in there too.
Sebastian Cruz. Cruz gets it back. Gives it back to Dos Santos. Now to Schaefer.
And you can see Tampa with that rotation when the midfielder comes out. Akoff literally goes onto the back line as an extra forward wing back.
Schneider sets in. Here's Cruz again, chased by Harvey Neville. Ball loose in the midfield. And Brem Sewell-Mayoro wins it for Sporting JAX. Quickly sent back by Oliveras again. And Jääskeläinen was tangled up, and he was whistled for the foul.
Jääskeläinen's gonna have a busy day battling those two center backs, as you see. Just got to get his body in front.
Ball ahead to the corner. Traore back. Now Sporting JAX trying to clear it out. Dos Santos. Nice little 1-2. Cicerone. Hilton, the captain for Tampa Bay, making his 268th USL Championship appearance. That ties him for 8th all-time for appearances in this league. Long-time pro.
Yeah, one of those midfielders that you just want to play with all the time. Fortunately for me, I got to play with him in St. Louis. Fit, strong, great leader, and it's a perfect captain fit for him in Tampa.
Chipped ahead. Traore sends it back. What do you make so far of the tactical change from Jacksonville? And now
I was going to say this earlier. Austin was communicating to the
Austin
bench.
Pack is down. He's grabbing onto that right calf or ankle area.
About 2 minutes ago, he was motioning over to the bench.
There is some relief to come if needed. Tampa Bay has Jamali Waite as a goalkeeper who has plenty of USL Championship experience and experience with Jamaica. He's been a starter for Tampa Bay. The last 2 matches, though, it's been Park.
Yeah, not going to miss the beat there if, unfortunately, Austin Pack has to come out.
Looking like probably a cramp. Looks like Pack will stay in. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Long ball over the top. Nicoletto racing for it, but it's out for a Sporting JAX throw as Traore heads back there. Traore had a big smile on his face in training this week when he walked by and somebody said, "There goes the goal scorer."
Yeah, as a defender, when you score a goal, you want to live that for a couple weeks.
Make a meal of it, right? Tampa looking to build something here. Into the box, set away by Edwards. And Traore will play one long. Jääskeläinen chested down. All the way back to Cruz. We mentioned Brian Schaefer for Tampa Bay. He's got a number of friends and family here. Went to nearby Fletcher High School at the beach here in Jacksonville. Neptune Beach community. Also spent some time playing for the Jacksonville Armada in the NPSL. He and Sporting Jacks defender Ethan Dudley, who was not on the match day 18, very close friends. Quarter of an hour through. Both sides probing, but not really finding great opportunities early on. There is Jääskeläinen once again.
He's going to have a couple bruises after this game, battling those two center backs that keep going long.
Look at Tampa Bay head coach Dominic Casciano. Really enjoyed the conversation with him, talking about how his team has gotten off to such a strong start despite all of the changes. This one set in, headed away by the Tampa defense. Joel Mayoro rises. Neville. And out for a Tampa throw. Tampa will try to go quickly here. Cicerone was going to try to trigger, and then Sporting Jacks recovered well, so going to leave it for someone else. Harvey Neville, by the way, playing on the right wing today, showed up at the park today in a jersey that had Neville on the back, but it was his dad's England jersey.
Not a bad outfit for
pretty good
pre-game match.
Phil Neville, his father. Offside flag. Beg your pardon. Foul, not an offside flag.
It's really looking like Sporting Jacks doesn't want to play anything out of the back, keeping their high line and just going long and trying to win those second balls against Tampa.
In a way, it's simplifying things, isn't it? Nice little 1-2 here. Myers on the ball, trying to spray one forward. Nice idea from Tampa, but Jacksonville defending well. Oliveira's able to handle it. And the Sporting Jacks player is down. Rafferty Petter. And he's going to need a moment. Petter scored the first goal in Sporting Jacks history in a USL Championship regular season match, scoring the equalizer against Rhode Island, second game of the year. He's going to need some attention. Let's take a look and see if we can pick out what happened to Petter.
Don't be ignoring me, Kenny, because you know I walk over there.
Didn't see much there.
Yeah, not a good sign when it's a non-contact injury.
Petter, one of the internationals for Sporting Jacks from England. Spent some time with QPR in Oxford City. Then came to the United States, where he played with Tacoma Defiance and like there will be a substitution for Petter.
Yeah, they just gave the universal symbol of substitution.
Petter now finally up. Mentioned Sporting Jacks will go away for the next 2 matches at Detroit and Louisville. Then they'll be back home to face another of their Florida rivals, Miami FC, on April the 25th. That's part of a women's and men's doubleheader here at Hodges Stadium. Use the QR code on your screen for tickets or call 904-863-KICK to experience Sporting Jacks soccer here at Hodges Stadium. And looks like we're going to have a sub at the next opportunity. It won't be until after play begins, it appears. Now they will call Thomas Roberts on. It's an early sub here for Sporting Jacks. Thomas Roberts, former North Carolina FC player, also played overseas.
Looks like Sadler comes to the right, Roberts on the left.
That substitution is brought to you by Pepsi. There's no substitute
and
for
Oliveras hits one long. Comes right back to him. 20 minutes in, Sporting Jacks and Tampa Bay Rowdies both looking for their first goal of the match. Jaskalainen. Talk about the bruise count. That's probably up to about 3.
Yeah, he's battling tough today. It's probably a game plan coming in. Hey, we're going to go long, get your body in, win free kicks, win second balls.
It'll be a free kick from a dangerous position here for Sporting Jacks.
Here comes Roberts' first touch.
Welcome to the match. They'll approach it with the left foot. Sent in, headed away by Tampa, then Neville with a strike. And a Tampa Bay player down in the 6-yard box. I think that was Max Schneider. Take a look at Schneider here on the backside. Getting tangled up with, I think, Antonio Gomez. Schneider still on the deck.
Yeah, not really sure what he's doing there.
Referee has called the captains together as well, while Schneider attended to. Ryan Edwards and Lewis Hilton hearing it from Servando Berna. We've talked about developing rivalries. Geography plays into it. But so do sometimes moments like that and what might happen afterwards.
Yeah, it's building up to be a good rivalry already. Getting the tackles in. Fortunately for Sporting Jacks, not the smartest foul there on a free kick.
Of course, results will also drive rivalries, particularly in games that are deemed important for both sides. This one feels important for Sporting Jacks, opening up the rivalry. And they did yellow card Antonio Gomez on that play, we're told. Did not see the card pulled, but the caution has been issued. Here's Cruz. Setting it toward the spot.
Tampa's doing really well with getting Akon up high, getting the midfield to roll out, and then going on the weak side, finding the forward with a little flick into the space and behind. They've done that a couple times now, and actually 2 corners off it, and now a deep throw.
Here's Brian Schaefer on loan from FC Cincinnati. Long throw into the box. Oliveras rises to grab it. That was a dangerous moment there. Terrific throw by Schaefer right in front of the goalkeeper.
It's an unbelievable throw. Might as well put that as a corner kick anytime you're 30 yards in with his throw.
Jacksonville throw coming as Cicerone was battling for it along with Neville. Russell Cicerone has put together a tremendous USL career. 70 USL goals. That's 11th all time. Creeping up on your numbers.
As long as he doesn't score 5 tonight, I'll be happy.
Once again, the conversation between Servando Berna chatting with Schneider and Jaskalainen. You have England versus Germany there. Neville looking to throw. Jaskalainen went down. No whistle. Edwards wins it. And now Traore. Long diagonal. Cut off by Cruz. Tampa looking to build something. Cut off by Sewell Mayoro. Sadlier then comes to it. Neville will start it back the other way for Sporting JAX. Roberts. Traore out wide. Sewell Mayoro.
26 minutes into the game, and finally Sporting JAX gets it. Gets a couple passes together. And of course, as I say that,
Gomez. You like what you have seen out of the 3 at the back so far for Sporting JAX?
yeah, you can tell the game plan is don't take any risks. Get it out, get it long. If we can get 40 to 50 yards up the field, then we'll play a little bit. But no risks in the back. And you can't blame them with how many goals they've let in the first 4 games.
Neville banged it off the leg of Bella for a Sporting JAX throw. Casciato asking some questions. Another throw for Sporting JAX coming. Neville will take it. Or will he? Now they're going to bring more bodies into the box, including Edwards and Traore. Maybe trying the long throw approach here, as we saw Tampa do a moment ago.
See who's got the biggest throw.
Antonio Gomez trying to find a dry ball, looks like. There's the long throw into the box. A lot of congestion there. And sent out by Tampa. Gomez racing back for it. Job by Gomez to clog things up and allow some of his teammates to retreat. Here's Roberts. Now Neville couldn't carry it through into the box. Gomez to Rossiter and back to Edwards. Long ball over the top. And a sliding pick by Austin Pack. See the possession numbers so far dramatically in Tampa Bay's favor.
Yeah, Tampa's being real patient with the ball, waiting for the press to come to find that forward or winger that's coming inside for that one-time flick into the space they just came from. The space for the Rowdies is outside of the forward 3 because they drop back into that 5.
Cruz, one touch is cut off by Gomez, but couldn't connect with Roberts. Roberts, Jääskeläinen, and Sadlier defending as a top 3 right now for Sporting JAX.
Yeah, it's almost like a 5-2-3 defending block.
Tampa Bay able to break some lines. Played ahead for Cicerone. Moves it to his right foot. Leaves it off for Cruz. Chipped and headed away by Rossiter. And out by Roberts. Good bit of defending by Sporting JAX there. Schaefer. Now Cruz. Been very active on the left wing. Schneider.
You can tell Cruz really likes to be on the ball. He's comfortable on the ball. He cuts in on that right foot and finds those passes that into the space and in the midfield, and then moves off it.
Schneider. Robert tried to get to it, but couldn't keep it. Cicerone. Long string of possession here for Tampa Bay. Little 1-2. Hit along the ground. Not a lot on it, though, on the shot by Pedro Dalabella.
Yeah, and Tampa's doing really well getting numbers around the ball. It's very tough for Jacksonville to find, to press somebody because there's always somebody open, and their 1-2 touch passes crisp, little flicks here and there, and they're finding space.
Again, Sporting JAX, a draw and 3 losses to start their inaugural USL Championship season. And another one to the bruise list for Jääskeläinen, by the way. Tampa has started 3 matches, 3 wins. 9 points from 3 for one of the foundational clubs in the USL Championship. They were founded back in 2008. They've been in the USL since 2017 and have routinely put up outstanding seasons, although last year fell off, finished 10th in the East. An unusual season for Tampa Bay Rowdies. This season, they look like they're back to form. Ball in the box. Sadlier on a tough angle, saved by Pack. And calls for a whistle coming everywhere. Take another look here. Sadlier on a tight angle. And looked like Rossiter might have gotten a poke in the face. See bodies down everywhere. This has been a physical opening half hour plus.
Yeah, and if you're Sporting JAX, you want to finish those opportunities. Put one in the back of the net. Get your confidence going. It's a great save by Pack.
Sporting JAX was calling for a corner. Instead, goal kick coming. As you see, Thomas Roberts. He's one of the players who joined late in camp for Sporting JAX, but has found his way into the lineup. Today as a reserve after the Rafferty-Petter injury. Sporting JAX putting some high press here. Tampa handling the press. Cruz, little one touch. Now Sporting JAX will counter. Sadlier plays it off for Tyshawn Rose. Rose with the acceleration. Swings it in toward Jääskeläinen. Jääskeläinen in the box. Can't quite pull the trigger. Goes down, calls for the PK, doesn't get it. Pack able to handle that one. They didn't have a lot on it as Jääskeläinen tried to swing on it as he was heading down. Take another look. Jääskeläinen right in between 3 Tampa Bay defenders. Might have gotten kicked from behind. You see here, Corey.
Yeah, it looks like, I think it's Schaefer or Schneider does unbelievable. Does get a little toe poke on that ball. And I think it was the other defender that kicked him, which Jääskeläinen felt. But Schneider or Schaefer, I couldn't see who it was, did get a touch on that ball to not make it a PK. Great defending.
See Jääskeläinen is going to need a couple of aspirin here at halftime.
If he makes it to half.
Here's Myers. Cicerone out to his left. Russell Cicerone cutting it back. Over everybody. Akoff goes to the byline. Defended by Sadlier. This one free in the box after Oliveras went down. Kept in by Cruz. Cicerone with Cruz making an overlapping run. Roberts, well defended there. Got it to Jääskeläinen. And Jääskeläinen takes a bump and goes down. And again, no whistle. Jääskeläinen still down in the technical area for Sporting JAX.
Yeah, you can see Dos Santos give him a little hip check out of bounds. Kind of a cheap play from him.
Rossiter.
This game's going to continue to get more and more chippy.
Let's take a look at what led Emil Jääskeläinen to the deck again this time. The shoulder block. How that Sporting JAX bench wondering how that one didn't get a whistle.
Yeah, the fourth ref and the center ref are looking right at it.
Jääskeläinen looks like he has been through it, and he has.
And as a forward, when I was playing, if you get those center backs on the little chippiness, get them in the head a little bit, it's good for you because now they're more worried about you and then other things like the little ball or the space that you're going to get into.
Roberts. Errant pass. Tampa will retreat. Now a whistle as Traore got a foot in there. And Dolabella is on the deck. To say this game has been chippy is, at the very least, a statement.
It's a good 37 minutes to a Florida rivalry.
Really has started things off with some intensity. Dolabella. Akoff. Schneider will play it back to Dos Santos. Roberts chasing after it. Pack able to clear it back out. Here's Myers. Ahead. Dolabella made a run. Traore defending for Sporting JAX. There's Sadlier playing the diagonal ball. Nobody home for it.
Yeah, and the idea there from Sadler is the right idea. If it's a good ball, looks like Sporting JAX would be in there on a 2v2.
Edwards calmly cuts that one off for Sporting JAX. You can see the veteran play in Ryan Edwards.
Yeah, you can see it. And also Tampa's really finding that space in between the midfield and the defense where the forward comes back, plays a one-touch pass, and then they find that space where the forward came from.
Ryan Edwards. As Emerson told you, he was the captain at Dundee United when Liam Fox was the head coach there. Once again, Jääskeläinen down on the deck. Kaskalainen, a second-generation pro. His dad is an outstanding goalkeeper in the Premier League. He was playing at Bolton. Emil was born there. Family of Finland. Bolton was the home when Emil was born and grew up English before making the trek here to the United States. He was the 7th pick of the draft by St. Louis. Now here in Jacksonville. There's Thomas Roberts. Bringing it forward. Out wide now for Sadlier. Looking for some space. Rose can't find it. Akoff back to defend. And Rose, what a tackle there. It'll be a throw for Jacksonville. Tyshawn Rose doing some work for Sporting JAX.
Yeah, he's getting down that left side. Unfortunately, couldn't get the cross in, but doesn't give up on the ball. Good tackle, wins the throw in for Sporting JAX.
Boston College captain from East Hartford, Connecticut. And it's Rose with the throw. And Sadlier can't control it. It'll be a throw for Tampa Bay. This has been a blue-collar first half for both these teams.
Yeah, not the first half that we were thinking. Seeing goals, seeing chances, not many for both teams here, but you can see the toughness, the rivalry coming out of this Tampa Sporting JAX rivalry.
Long ball played over the top for Tampa. Snyder. Schaefer. Akoff along the far touchline. Dos Santos inching forward. Dolabella plays one wide for Akoff. Looks like he took his eye off it, and it'll be a throw for Sporting JAX.
It's good possession by Tampa, but it's really possession that's not really going anywhere. They're keeping it well, but they're not getting crosses and chances in the box.
Traore asking for a little help here on the throw. Final 3 minutes regulation time in the first half. We'll have some stoppage time with some of the injuries. We're hearing right now could be 3 minutes of stoppage time. Cruz. Cicerone. Physical with Gomez. Hilton will give and go with Cruz. Gomez the header. Roberts a header for Sporting JAX. Kept in though by Tampa. Shot from distance. Never really challenged the frame.
Yeah, if you're Sporting JAX, you'll take that 30-yard shot from outside the box. And like I said, possession very good by Tampa, but they're not getting in those chances in the box, crosses, getting in dangerous spots.
Can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app. Akoff continuing to operate in the wide space. Rose chasing him, and it will be a throw for Tampa from right next to what is now the leaning corner flag.
Yeah, it's been a fun battle between Akoff and Rose. Two speedsters on that side. It's a good battle.
Akoff has the edge in terms of beef, I think, but you're right, both of those players can really run.
Yeah, when I was playing with Akoff, you know those mannequins that just look every single muscle with no shirt on in the stores? That's what he looks like.
I have a hard time relating.
I think we all do.
Dos Santos. Schaefer played into the box, headed away by Edwards. Now Cruz trying to get it on his right foot. Cuts it back in off the post. And that close to a first goal of the match. Oliveras might have had it covered, but boy, that one was very close. With Cruz cutting it back in. Take another look.
And I said earlier, Cruz is very comfortable in that left back position and cutting into his right foot. Unfortunately for him, off the post. And if you're Sporting Jacks right now, you can't let him go in 1-0 up a half.
Long throw. As it is 3 minutes of stoppage time now being indicated. Now, I would think that Liam Fox would probably feel okay about going in 0-0.
Yeah, if you would tell him 0-0 at halftime before the game, I think he'd be pretty happy. Unfortunately for the injury, that's probably the only downside in the first half. But Sporting Jacks playing safe, playing smart, going long, trying to pick up the second balls.
Well, a long ball coming here from Oliveros. Jaskalainen heads it. And then out for a Tampa Bay throw. Rowdies fans have traveled up from Tampa. They're making some noise. So are the Sporting Jacks supporters, the First Coast Ultras. Good atmosphere here at Hodges Stadium tonight. This one chipped ahead. Cruz on the run. Got to it right at the corner flag. And it'll be a throw for Sporting Jacks as Harvey Neville plays it off of Cruz's foot. A lot of consternation about where the throw should take place from.
Yeah, I don't think the refs saying they're wasting time. I don't think they're wasting too much time in the first half at 0-0.
Akoff again. The final minute of stoppage time. Dos Santos. Long diagonal ball. Akoff couldn't catch up to this one. Goal kick coming for Sporting Jacks. Maybe one more charge for the home team. It has been an eventful first half, despite the lack of goals.
Yeah, a lot of battle in the mid-block, mid-area of the field. Good, like you said, blue-collar toughness. Fortunate, no goals, no real good chances from either side.
See if there's enough time for Tampa to make one more charge. Cruz cut off by Thomas Roberts. Schaefer. Gave it to Hilton and got it back. Hilton. Through ball. Everybody coming forward for Tampa now. Headed away in the box. And that's how the first half ends. No goals, but plenty of action. And plenty of bruises for that man, Emil Jaskalainen, in a workmanlike first half for Sporting Jacks against the unbeaten and untied Tampa Bay Rowdies. There are some looks being glanced around this park right now. And the captain's being called and being given a word before heading to the dressing rooms. Let's just see how this plays out. Edwards and Hilton. This has been a physical first half, to be sure.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what the ref is talking to both captains about. Looks like he's really trying to get his point across to both captains to go explain something to their teams at halftime.
Sporting JAX and Tampa Bay 0-0 at the break. Our halftime coverage straight ahead from Hodges Stadium.
Come on, Marshall, let's go. Marshall, no. Let's do it. Marshall's here for daycare.
You obsess over him, and so do we. With daycare, overnight, and spa services, from the most trusted name in the game, Dogtopia. Better lives together.
All right, Tunky Punky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes up and
Can't forget our protein powder.
just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
At ViStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know ViStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
0-0 at halftime in the first regular season meeting between these two Florida rivals, Sporting JAX and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Let's find out what else is going on around the USL. Let's check in with Dan Lucas.
It is halftime in the USL Championship. We hope you're enjoying your match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines for this week. Louisville City became the first club to win 200 regular season matches in the USL Championship with its 1-0 victory at Brooklyn FC. Louisville accomplishes that feat in 342 regular season matches. Round 2 of the U.S. Open Cup featured some great matchups between championship clubs. Rhode Island FC knocks off El Clemico rival Hartford 2-0 on a soggy night. Here are the clubs from USL that are headed to the third round. USL is very busy in the upcoming weeks on national television. Next Saturday, Sporting JAX at Detroit City on 2DN. Then a pair of matches on the CBS Sports Network. Saturday the 18th, a 3 o'clock start. Tampa Bay Rowdies at Charleston Battery. El Clemico returns on Saturday the 25th, this time in the Prince Tires USL Cup. That's a look at the headlines for this week. Let's get you back to your match for the second half.
Well, you saw the scores from around the league here, including that Louisville City lost to Charleston Battery we referenced. Corey, that doesn't happen very often, Lou City falling at home.
No, not at all. I think what we were talking about earlier was about 26 home games in a row that haven't dropped points.
Indy 11 getting the victory over Pittsburgh Riverhounds. That's an upcoming opponent for Sporting JAX and a past opponent for Sporting JAX as well, as you check out the out-of-town scoreboard. And as far as Sporting Jack's schedule is concerned, you saw the April 11th matchup that'll be broadcast on 2DN. Detroit City, Blue City on the road. Miami FC in the Franks Tires USL Cup, and then the aforementioned Indy 11 trip up to Indy for Sporting Jacks. They will have earned anything they get in the opening couple of months of the season.
Yeah, that's not a fun road schedule in April. Going to Detroit, going to Louisville, going to Indy. Any points they get there, they'll be very happy with.
At halftime, we are 0-0. The Dino races set to go here in Jacksonville. Sporting Jacks and Tampa Bay Rowdies. More straight ahead.
Sporting Jacks is proud to offer Bomani Espresso Martinis. Bomani comes in 2 delicious flavors, Skinny Espresso Martini for black coffee lovers, and Vanilla Espresso Martini for those who enjoy latte-style beverages. Both flavors are made with real coffee and real vodka, and are dairy and gluten-free. With half a cup of coffee's worth of caffeine per can, Bomani is perfect for a halftime pick-me-up. Stay electric.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
Back here at Hodges Stadium, no score at halftime between Sporting Jacks and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Cole Pepper along with Corey Herzog. Corey, we saw a tactical change in terms of not only the approach, but the formation for Sporting Jacks, and it seemed to pay dividends.
Yeah, it looks like they're just being safe with the ball, taking that extra 40, 50 yards, not playing with it around the back, and just trying to win the second balls and pressing from there.
It has been a game that has seen a lot of Tampa Bay possession and a lot of chippiness on both sides. This is one of those Advil specials. Emil Jaskalainen was in the middle of quite a bit of these. A very physical first half.
Yeah, and you're going to see this in a Florida Derby rivalry, first time ever playing. And you're just going to see a lot of this into the second half, especially if it stays 0-0. All this chippiness. That one a little late.
And there was, on both sides, you saw whistles and injuries. And then this chance by Sebastian Cruz. Got a little space and banged it off the post.
Yeah, and if you're Roberts there, you got to know Cruz is going to try to get it on that right foot, keep him on his left, and hopefully have not let him get a shot off.
Tampa Bay had 70% of possession in the first half, but Jacksonville did not concede. Second half coming up. Will we see any changes in the lineup? These two Florida sides going at it in the USL Championship in Jacksonville. The USL on CBS is presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League.
For more than 150 years, Ascension St. Vincent's has delivered award-winning compassionate care across Northeast Florida, with 4 hospitals, primary care offices, urgent care centers, and freestanding emergency departments throughout the region. From everyday wellness to advanced specialty care, including heart, cancer, orthopedics, brain and spine surgery, and women's health, we're here for you when you need us most. Get the care you count on, close to home. Learn more at ascension.org/St. Vincent's.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is bigger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. Find great deals on our huge selection. Like this month, when you lease a 2026 CRV for just $229 a month, or lease a 2025 Accord for $219 a month. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues, proud sponsor of Sporting JAX.
Professional men's soccer is back in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX is competing nationally in the USL Championship, bringing world-class pro soccer back to the First Coast at UNF's Hodges Stadium. It's pro soccer that's pro JAX. Secure your seats now from just $10. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com. Join Sporting JAX under the lights at home, April 25th. Get your tickets now.
All right, Chunky Punky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes I've been eyeing.
Can't forget our protein powder.
Just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
Today's game is brought to you by Price.com, Ascension St. Vincent's, Adidas, Honda of the Avenues, and Sunbelt Rentals. Back at halftime, 0-0 at Hodges Stadium on the campus of the University of North Florida. All right, Corey Herzog, take me into the dressing rooms. What are each coaches thinking about, starting with Dominic Casciano for the Tampa Bay Rowdies?
Yeah, I think if you're Tampa and they're going into halftime, you're happy with the possession, but you're not happy with the unpurposedness of the possession. You want to get it into the wide flanks, get crosses in, and create chances. I think their possession and their passes are very high, but there's not useful stuff coming off of that.
Tampa Bay is out past Sporting JAX 276 to 122 in that first half, and their passing accuracy has been outstanding, over 83%. If you're Liam Fox for Sporting JAX, what's the conversation at halftime?
I think you're going in pretty happy. You're keeping the 2 forwards that we were talking about that were very dangerous in front of them. The only real opportunities that have come in are from outside the box, about 25, 30-yard shots. If you're Sporting JAX, you'll take that after the first 4 games that you've had with goals.
Neither team making any subs at halftime, so it will be the same starting 11s coming out here in the second half. We saw the physical play. What is your expectation? Will we see more of that? We also saw the conversation with Servando Berna, the referee, talking to both captains before the halftime break.
Yeah, I think the ref is just trying to nip that in the butt right now, and if it's not, I can see a bunch of yellow cards coming early to try to help players understand we're trying to get rid of this in the second half.
We will see how it all plays out. Sporting JAX will kick off. We expect another gathering around the center circle here at the outset of the opportunity here. And we'll remind you that this doubleheader included a win by the Sporting JAX women's team in the Gainbridge Super League. There'll be another doubleheader here in Jacksonville coming up April the 25th as the first place Sporting JAX women face second place Lexington SC in Gainbridge Super League play, and in Prince Tire's USL Cup play, Sporting JAX will host Miami FC. 2 o'clock for the women's game, 7:30 for the men's game. You can scan the QR code on your screen for tickets. Go to sportingjax.com or call 904-863-KICK if you want to join the crowd here at Hodges Stadium for this doubleheader. A number of fans took in both today, including some Tampa Bay Rowdies fans who made their way to Jacksonville for this game. Thought they'd take in the earlier matchup. They may also be fans of Tampa Bay Sun, don't really know, but they saw Sporting Jax women's team take a 2-0 victory over stay on top of the Gainbridge Super League table. Goals by Paige Kenton and Sophia Bowman in that one. The whistle has blown to start the half, and the players once again gathering around the center circle for a minute here. Matchup for the women against another USL Championship team that also has a Gainbridge Super League side, Brooklyn FC. We've got Brooklyn, Lexington, and Sporting Jax all playing in both leagues with just one name for all of those clubs. So here we are underway in the second half. Sporting Jax looking for a goal. They scored 2 after a slow start in Pittsburgh. Fell 3-2 last time out. Tampa on the run here. And there is an early foul and the early card as Schneider was tripped up by Brem Suo-Mayora. And now, just like that.
And as I said, it'll probably be a yellow card that tried to keep him calm. But as it started in the first half, just carrying over to the second.
Pretty clear. Not as clear on the replay as I thought from the first look. But, as you mentioned, Servando Berna not wasting any time going to his pocket. So Suo-Mayora plays that holding midfield position for Sporting Jax, is booked. And now Tyshawn Rose and a couple of the Sporting Jax players wondering if Micheletto would get the yellow. He does not. Not nearly as much of it. Just went ahead, tried to get it to Jaskalainen. Traore crosses one. Cicerone with Cruz out in front. Cicerone playing it to Dolabella. Cicerone tried to sneak it in behind. Rose was there. Hilton comes back for it for Tampa Bay. Now from distance, this one hit the crossbar. Second time Tampa Bay has hit one of the posts.
Yeah, and again, it comes from 20 yards, 25 yards out. So if you are Sporting Jax, you want to be aware of it, because that could be something that Tampa's looking at. It's a great strike. I don't know if Oliveras did get a touch on that, but
Leto hit it a bunch. If Oliveras did, it may be a thumb, but does not look like he did. Couple of tries at the woodwork in this match so far for Tampa Bay. Rowdies trying to remain perfect on the season. At the moment, they are the only unbeaten and untied team in the USL Championship after Louisville lost today. Here's Schaefer. Akoff out wide. Traore got a foot to it for Jacksonville, and Rose will carry it out for the home team. Thomas Roberts dispossessed by Schaefer. This ball comes trickling back to Gomez. Now Harvey Neville.
kind of like the first half for Tampa. Good possession, good 1-2 touch in the midfield, but nothing comes off the cross.
Sadlier over on the right side for a moment there. Now Neville to the byline. Sadlier, one touch, bicycle kick. Jääskeläinen doesn't go. Akoff can't clear it out. This one up high. Jääskeläinen goes for it and runs into the keeper, and that'll be a whistle. Jääskeläinen, eyes as big as saucers as you saw that ball in the air.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. He wanted that one so bad. You dream of this as a kid as it comes up. And I didn't really see much here. But they're always going to protect the keeper in those circumstances.
So we've seen some early chances in this second half. One for both sides. Dolabella, or rather Dos Santos. Sadlier. Neville a long ball looking for Jääskeläinen. Tampa comes away with it. Cicerone tried to step over, cut off nicely by Harvey Neville.
Yeah, the midfield three for Sporting JAX aren't really finding the ball like Tampa is. They're coming around, trying to get the space in behind.
Traore's ball ahead, cut off by Akoff. Played out wide for Micheletto. Akoff making the overlapping run. Into the box, Micheletto. Defended by Sewell Mayoro. It's a corner kick coming for Tampa.
And you can see the difference in the midfield. Tampa, those three in the midfield are really getting on the ball, creating overloads in that midfield to get the ball out wide. Sporting JAX needs to just calm on the ball, find those spaces, and just play simple.
You really have to be impressed with the way that some of the new players for Tampa Bay have folded in and are playing as if they've been teammates for years. Micheletto, the corner. High outswinger. Rossiter. Taken down from behind by Schaefer. Add this one to the long collection of collisions and bruises. Rossiter, Liverpool product. He's got a great energy for the game. He's got that classic Scouse accent. Yeah, you really have to pay attention. Came up through the Liverpool Youth Academy, even though he had grown up, he and his father, both Everton fans. Pack able to get to that one before Jääskeläinen closed on him. Cicerone along the ground, sent out by Edwards.
It's well done from Edwards there. Get on the goal side, get that ball out. Unfortunately, last home game there was a cross like that, and unfortunately for Sporting JAX, went off it, own goal, turned the game around.
Throw coming for Tampa Bay. Another long throw. All the way through, Cicerone. Hilton plays it wide for Akoff. Back to Hilton, swings it into the point, and easily handled by Oliveras. Let's check in once again with Emerson Burris.
Thanks, Cole. Just a couple games into Sporting Jack's inaugural season, the bond with the community is already growing. After the first home match, a young boy and his family who moved to the U.S. from Germany 2 years ago waited 30-plus minutes to meet midfielder Brem Suamaoro. They've now stayed in contact, and it was told the little boy talked about this for days. With Brem being from the Netherlands, he said it felt like they were almost neighbors, making the moment even more special. Brem wanted to give back to this family and surprise the little boy with a jersey and a ball, showing just how much Sporting Jax values its fans and the community. Cole?
Thank you, Emerson. Those kind of moments happen at every USL city across the country, and it just shows how much soccer can unite the community one family at a time.
Yeah, for sure. And you see these kids coming to all the games. You see them, especially with Sporting Jax, through the academy. They're believing that they can be one day, hopefully, on this field. And one little interaction could change a kid's life, just like that.
Suamaoro, who has a very diverse soccer background. As you take a look at him there, born in Guinea, has played for the Liberia national team in World Cup qualifiers, has played professionally for 12 years in the Netherlands and in Canada and in the United States. This ball through, and Dolabella didn't get a good foot to it. As we near the hour mark, wonder about some potential subs coming. Both teams have been working hard.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Which coach makes the first move? Is it tactical? Is it a sub? How is this game going to change?
Roberts between three green jerseys. Lost it. And Sadlier with a little shove.
And you can see the rotation with the midfielder and Akoff on this right side.
Long diagonal ball into the box. Cicerone trying to operate. Sent away by Sporting Jax. There was some space there for Cicerone. Couldn't quite navigate it.
Looked like he wanted to hit it first time. Then he took a great touch. Couldn't let the ball settle a little bit to get that shot off, and then had to, unfortunately, take another touch. And by the time that is, Sporting Jax shut it down.
Schaefer again playing in his hometown. Myers, who's been largely neutralized by the Sporting Jax defense tonight.
Yeah, and if you're Sporting Jax, Tampa really likes to try to find that forward into that little hole in behind. If you can nip one of those and get a counter going, it could be very dangerous for Sporting Jax.
Here's the ball deflected to the byline, and Dolabella played it off the foot of the Sporting Jax defender. It'll be a corner. Micheletto will approach this one with the right foot. Outswinger went all the way through everyone. A couple of players going down right at the penalty spot. That was this game in a microcosm. This one swung in and easily handled on the short hop by Oliveros, who seemed to get caught a little in between there.
Yeah, I didn't know if he wanted to let it bounce or not let it bounce, but fortunate for Sporting Jax, took care of business.
He'll hit a long ball over everybody. Austin Pack start to build it out for Tampa Bay. Tampa continues to possess. Cut off there by Tyshawn Rose. Now Tampa with a counter opportunity. Akoff on the run, cutting it back. Along the ground, Edwards got his foot to it for Sporting JAX. Cicerone chasing. Hilton. Akoff again against Tyshawn Rose. Ball in the air. Handled by Oliveras with his toes right on the goal line. Here's Jääskeläinen working against Schaefer. Earns the foul. Jääskeläinen wanted to go quickly, but Akoff stood in front. Chance a moment ago for Tampa Bay.
And that's a better cross by Akoff there. Getting it over the first defender creates a different chance for the forwards. Fortunate for Tampa, couldn't finish it.
Evan Conway is coming in, and MD Myers sits down. So Conway, who had been coming off the bench for Tampa, comes in here. He's played only 22 minutes this season, Conway, but has a goal and an assist already for Tampa Bay. So he has been instant offense. Just add water.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad minute to goal ratio there.
Well, went ahead for Jääskeläinen. Heads it back. Rose. Jääskeläinen trying to keep it in. Wins the throw. Rose toward the corner. Nobody at the point. Now here's an opportunity for Sporting JAX as Neville steps to it and just didn't quite get a good foot to it. Overcooked it a bit. And he'll be thinking about that one tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately it falls to his left foot. Not his stronger foot, but Sporting JAX needs to take advantage of these. Should be 1-0 if he can get that on target.
Past the hour mark. Still looking for the first goal of the match. There have been some opportunities. Tampa Bay has hit the woodwork twice.
Yeah, you can kind of see the game opening up a little bit. The more and more it gets later into the game.
Long ball ahead for Akoff. Offside flag stays down. Rose was calling for it, and Akoff bangs it off Rose for a Tampa Bay throw.
It's funny, you can't see it on the screen, but every time there's a set piece or a long throw, Tampa's must be the set piece coach. Comes out, stands on the corner.
Another long throw opportunity here for Brian Schaefer. And again, referee Servando Berna is going to have a conversation with the folks in the 6-yard box. Long throw, and looked like Oliveras had a security detail of blue shirts around him that time. Easily handles it.
I never thought I would say this, but it's almost too long of a throw. Goes straight to the keeper every time.
There's Traore trying to change the point. Cicerone tracks it down for Tampa Bay.
You can hear the Tampa coach telling Akoff, get hired, get hired. And they're right back, basically sitting on the back 5. And what that's doing is pinning Rose and Neville in so they can't get out.
Tampa continues to possess the ball. They've had it 70% of the time in this match.
And what's really useful and smart by Tampa is when they do pin him in, their midfield now goes into that space in a dangerous spot to look to get onto it more.
Through ball here. And corner coming for Tampa Bay as Dolabella made the run. And here comes that set piece information.
Moment to shine.
Arleto. In swinger this time. Headed away. Akoff goes to his preferred side of the field. This one headed away. Cleared but not out. And now Oliveras there to grab it for Sporting JAX. So crisis averted for the time being for the home team. Another long one. Sporting JAX not running after it.
Not sure if Oliveras is kicking it too far or if that's a game plan of trying to set up the press and trying to get on second balls, but you can't get second balls if you don't battle for the first.
The wind had been blowing earlier today. It's still a little breezy, but nothing that would be affecting those kicks to that extent. Throw coming for Tampa Bay from right in front of the Rowdies bench. This one all the way over everything. Feeling more and more like one goal would be enough.
Yeah, it's looking like that. One chance, one opportunity. Neville did have that one. Tampa had a couple, hit the woodwork. Who's going to be one to put it in the back of the net?
You can understand the approach for Liam Fox. He's looking for a result from his team. And in looking at what Tampa Bay has done this year, he's going to be very pragmatic about his approach. And that's what we've seen so far for Sporting JAX. Just looking for that one opportunity, hoping that it doesn't go by the wayside when it does come up. Yeah, Tampa, on the other hand, continues to dominate the ball.
Yeah, if you're Sporting JAX, you're looking for two milestones right here. First win and maybe even first shutout.
Oliveras in with his feet. Will come to it for Tampa Bay. Played all the way back to his keeper. It has become a game of long balls.
Yeah, we said it. Sporting JAX was doing it all the first half. Now Tampa's kind of getting into that. Who's going to win the second balls? But if you overhit it, there's no first ball to win the second ball.
Sadlier got to it before Cicerone could close. Sporting JAX will have an opportunity here. Traore. Thomas Roberts. There's Tyshawn Rose. Jordan Rossiter. Now Edwards. Wearing the captain's armband. Gomez. Looking for Jaskalainen, headed away by Schaefer, kept in by Tyshawn Rose for Sporting JAX. Rose, the header by Sadlier didn't find the mark. And Neville, not a clean shot on it.
And that's a good example of Goldlawn picking up the second balls by Rose in the right spot, putting it in the dangerous spot, unfortunately for Neville. Just not his night tonight with that cross coming back off the defender, off him for a goal kick.
Nearing the 70th minute. Scoreless in Jacksonville. When these two sides played the last preseason game for both of them, it was a 1-0 Tampa Bay victory. And I asked Dominic Casciato if he took much from that. He said, you learn a bit. learn more from watching, but they're more concerned, Tampa Bay, about doing what they want to do. Sporting JAX, quite a bit of different team because of the roster at this point. We're lacking some players who have cleared in on their visas now. So this truly is the first salvo in the rivalry. Here's Akoff out wide. Swings it in. Two subs heading to the table for Tampa Bay. Mateus Oliveira and Luis Perez will come in at their next opportunity. This one all the way through. Rose, nice first touch to take it down. Now Roberts will look to run. All the way back down.
Jääskeläinen and Rose on two different pages there. Jääskeläinen coming short, looking for the ball at his feet. Rose thinking he's going in behind.
There it is. Chance for Tampa Bay. Roberts steps in front of this one. He tried to get it to Jääskeläinen, but it was cut off by Tampa Bay. Now Hilton brings it forward for the Rowdies. Cruz lifts one into the box, and another great opportunity for Tampa Bay that went over the top. Dolabella might have made contact with Christian Oliveros. Take another look here.
So again, Cruz cutting in on that right foot. Great run by Dolabella. Thought he should probably do a little better, but Oliveros comes out, does his job, makes the ball go over the net.
Dolabella going to come off for the moment. Went over and slapped hands with Oliveros. We've seen some gritty play. That was just two guys in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, it's good by Oliveros just to come off that line, put that pressure on the forward for a tough finish.
Dolabella comes off as Mateus Oliveira comes on for Tampa Bay. And Micheletto off for Luis Perez, so you've got two wide players in the midfield. Fresh legs for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it looks like Tampa's going for it with three offensive changes. They won 3 points here.
No changes from Sporting JAX so far other than Thomas Roberts going in after the injury to Petter. Ball ahead for Jääskeläinen. Got ahead to it, but couldn't redirect it where he wanted it. Played back to Pack. Schneider coming deep again for it. Tampa Bay will try to build once again. Sporting JAX has given Tampa Bay the opportunity to possess the ball. You see that 69% for the Rowdies so far. Akoff on the run. That looked like a 100-meter finals there between he and Rose. Long ball, a little over-ambitious that time. It'll be a goal kick for Sporting JAX here as we approach the 74th minute.
Tampa makes a couple subs. Now let's see what Sporting JAX do with their subs as we see one coming up.
Ada Armstrong making the jog down from the corner and taking off the penny.
We saw him last home game kind of control, be that guy that does create all the chances, working defensively, offensively, getting up and down the flank. Be interesting to see where he comes in and how the tactical change, if there is one, what they do.
Remember, he's played at all three levels too, as a right back, as a midfielder, and as a forward for Sporting JAX. So you have a lot of opportunities to get creative in terms of player usage here.
Yeah, I think you would use him more in the offensive. Go get these 3 points. It's up for grabs. One goal wins it here.
Long throw doesn't amount to anything for Sporting JAX. Tampa, again, to build it out.
To be fair, Sporting JAX has done very well with their shape of keeping the ball in front, not letting the runners get in behind, and they're winning those now. Second balls, getting it back, reset, and as of what we see, they probably are going to go long.
Paris, as predicted. Dominic Casciano. His side trying to remain perfect on the season. Sporting JAX looking for the first victory in the USL Championship for the expansion side. This one chipped into the box and sprayed wide. Oliveira getting his first touch in the box. Didn't do a lot with it. And Hilton screaming at himself for not having a better strike.
Yeah, you don't see Hilton miss those opportunities very often. One of those midfielders that can strike it from outside the box. And unfortunate for him, tried to take that one touch. I think if he takes two there, he has more time than he thinks. Could put that in the back of the net.
Kieran Sadlier will be subbed off for Dita Armstrong. Here's Dita. Very versatile player, former St. Louis 2 player, and Sadlier comes off to the congratulations from Liam Fox.
Yeah, never really found his foot in the game today. Not getting into the box, didn't get as many chances as he thought he might today. Hopefully Dita could come on, get that winning goal, get 3 points for Sporting JAX.
Here's Rose. Overhead kick. Comes back to him. Trying to settle it. Bump from behind, and a free kick coming for Sporting JAX.
We'd love to see Rose's numbers after the game, how much he's run up and down that left flank.
Just a little bump there by Luis Perez.
And if you're Sporting JAX, you want a good ball in here. This could be the opportunity with 14 minutes left to get that one goal, to possibly get that 3 points and get a W on that score sheet.
Thomas Roberts set to send this free kick in. To the back post. And Pack airborne. Again, some contact out there with Gomez.
Yeah, Austin Pack coming out. You would prefer a whipped-in ball there instead of a long-driven. Gives the keeper time to come out.
Pack is still down. Remember, he was down on the deck for a while with what appeared to be a calf cramp earlier.
Yeah, this one looks like he lands on the lower back or hip.
Tend to Jacksonville-born Austin Pack. Well-traveled keeper. Played for Puerto Rico FC in the NASL. Pittsburgh Riverhound, Charlotte Independence, Hartford Athletic, Charlotte again, and last season with South Georgia Tormenta before joining Tampa Bay. See Jamali Waite loosening up, fresh off his international work with Jamaica.
Been warming up the whole game.
Yeah, he's had the opportunity to get as loose as he needs to. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Sporting JAX next match against Detroit City next Saturday. '80th minute. A 0-0 game, Sporting JAX and Tampa Bay Rowdies. If it remains this way, I'll be interested to hear Liam Fox's reaction to how the game played out, and if he would be pleased with a point against a team he thinks might be the best in the league.
Yeah, I think definitely would be pleased, but it is one of those games where you can maybe sneak out 3 points. Tampa not on their A game as such, but there is that chance for Sporting JAX to get that one opportunity, and they had it with Neville's one chance. Can they get another? But then on the other side, be careful, Sporting JAX, because Tampa can score at any time.
Long ball into the box, handled on one hop by Oliveras. We've seen some long balls on both sides. Relatively warm here in Jacksonville. It was in the 80s for a high earlier. Of course, both of these teams Florida-based. Now Rossiter whistled. Inside 10 minutes regulation time remaining. We'll have some stoppage time. But will either one of these sides find that magic moment? Rose tracking back. He's pulled down, no whistle. Rose stays with it. Now cleared out by Rossiter. Jaskalainen's ball didn't connect. Trying to get it to Armstrong. Now into the box. And a corner coming for Tampa Bay. Boy, Tyshawn Rose has really done the work today for Sporting JAX.
Yeah, he's getting up and down the flank. He's also blocking a lot of crosses. I think that could be his 4th, 5th cross block today.
Here is Luis Perez to take the corner. French-born, former PSG youth. Headed and wide, and another player on the deck. Schneider was down again. Oliveras will take his time here, setting up for the goal kick. And it will be another long one. Toward the midfield. Headed back by Tampa. And then cleared out by Sporting JAX. High bouncer, Armstrong on the run. Ida with those fresh legs. He might be one to unlock Tampa here on one of these long balls.
Yeah, 100%. If Jaskalainen can get a little flick in with Armstrong's speed, he can get in behind. Hopefully finish one for Sporting JAX. And this is a very important 10 minutes for Sporting JAX. You want to at least get a point out of it.
Good ball through here. Cut back. Cicerone dispossessed. Still in the box. Traore able to poke it away for Sporting JAX, but kept in now by Tampa. Dida.
And as I was saying, very important 10 minutes for Sporting JAX to keep it 0-0, to get a point, get something out of this game.
Armstrong on the run, played it out wide for Harvey Neville. Into the box. Jaskalainen cut off, and Pack covers it. There was perhaps the moment for Sporting JAX.
Yeah, it's a great ball by Neville. It'll be very interesting to see the replay. Can Jaskalainen get on it? Looked like he left his feet a little too early.
Now Tampa. Ball into the box, put out wide, and it was at the post, was covered by Oliveras, and another player down. Let's take a look at that last chance for Sporting JAX, started by Armstrong.
Yeah, it's a great combination. I think we saw that the first game with Neville getting a great ball into the box here.
See, Jääskeläinen was calling for it.
Yeah, it looks like Dion Akoff, calling him Dion from my older days. Akoff gets his foot in there just at the last second in front of Jääskeläinen, or else it would be 1-0.
And Traore now being looked at. Antonio Gomez also down for Sporting JAX. Two of the center backs.
You know, Tampa's possession percentage, those center backs are up, back, trying to keep the forwards, trying to stay with their runs. Tough day at the office for those three center backs.
Sub coming for Tampa as well. Lewis Hilton coming off as Charles Ostrom comes on. See the sweat pouring off of Hilton. He did the work here for Tampa, the captain.
Sporting JAX complaining about both their center backs coming off the field. But there was no yellow card, so I think they do have to come off.
Ostrom comes on. So for the moment, Sporting JAX will be 2 men down, it looks like.
Yeah, the ref's got to win one right away. If you're Sporting JAX, you want to be smart.
Both Traore and Gomez are over on the side after they were tended to.
Got to be waved on right away.
Oliveras to send it again. Waiting to get sent on. They still have not. So Sporting JAX down 2 men at the moment. You can see them at the bottom of your screen. Gomez and Traore waiting to be waved on.
Yeah, I just heard the ref say they have to wait 1 minute.
Well, almost a power play opportunity here for Tampa Bay. And Armstrong defending. Both of them, Gomez and Traore, wanting to be waved on. For now, it's 11v9.
Can honestly say I've never seen this.
Sent along the ground and cleared out by Suo Mauro. Now they finally release Gomez and Traore to come in. Sporting JAX survives that 11v9 situation. Schneider on the corner for Tampa Bay, all the way over everything. 2 minutes of regulation time remaining. We will have some stoppage time at the end, we would figure.
This ref is really about not wasting time today.
Oliveras.
He's very close to getting the very close to getting the yellow there, Oliveras.
Oliveras hits a long one. Throw coming for Jacksonville here in the 89th minute. Neville, the throw. Free kick coming for Jacksonville. 5 minutes of stoppage time to be added. Were some injuries that did create some delays. And it's beyond me to know whether that's good news or bad news for either one of these teams. One sent in, easily handled by Austin Pack.
You can see a bunch of free kicks today being over whipped in, making it easy for the keepers to make a decision just to come out and grab it.
Yeah, on both sides.
Yeah.
Long went ahead, Akoff making a charge. Oliveras, though, comes off his line, and now we'll grab it as we approach stoppage time in Jacksonville. No goals either side. 5 minutes of stoppage time added. Long ball, Oliveras. Roberts chasing after it. Tampa throw. This one off of Oliveira. Or a Jacksonville throw. It's certainly not that Sporting JAX is parking the bus here and just inviting the attack. They're trying to go, but methodically. Tampa trying to build into something, as is their style. Will there be somebody to author some stoppage time magic? In the box, this one chipped, easily handled by Oliveras. Evan Conway didn't have much behind it.
Yeah, Tampa does get into a lot of dangerous spaces on the field, but not getting that final ball. They're missing that tonight. And I don't know how many times Oliveras has kicked it to the other side of the field with nobody challenging from Sporting JAX. They're really trying to stay in that 3-2-5 low block. Keep the shutout, get a point out of this game.
Tampa trying to remain unbeaten and untied. They'll need a stoppage time goal to keep that string alive. Jääskeläinen tripped up. Throw in for Sporting JAX, and Dos Santos is down now for Tampa. There's also a Sporting JAX player down at the other end. Like Rossiter trying to run off a Charlie horse. They build him gritty in Liverpool.
I don't think he wanted to come off for a minute, too.
Nope. Roberts battling for it. Tampa able to take possession. On ball ahead, Akoff. Cruz. Back to Schaefer. Akoff out wide.
Rossiter could barely run out there trying to defend with everything he has. Got ahead on that.
And this one sent away. Minute and a half or thereabouts remaining. Sporting JAX looks like they're going to make a substitution here. Rossiter just playing on one leg right now. Juan Kuzain has gone to the scorer's table. Akoff out wide. Tries to make the inside move on Rose, who stays right with him. Lifted in, headed once, chested out. Out of the near side. Perez.
Rossiter's doing unbelievable with one leg. 2 headers out of the box.
Well, he's given everything he can when he can. This one right out in front, and there's the goal for Tampa Bay. After all that, 5 minutes into stoppage time, the Rowdies on the doorstep of remaining perfect on the USL Championship season.
And you could just see it in Sporting JAX. What a goal by Tampa, but you can see 95th minute. What a goal by Tampa. And it's the patience from Tampa. Get it wide. Finally, a good ball into the box. And what a header.
Evan Conway, we said he had played 22 minutes, scored a goal and an assist. He's played a few more minutes here, but he scores the goal, and it appears to be a game winner in the dying moments, and that will send the Tampa Bay faithful back to the other side of the state happy.
And if you're Sporting JAX, you gotta be heartbroken. 95 minutes of staying organized, staying disciplined, and you switch off just that one time miscommunication, and you get out of here with 0 points.
Is there enough time for more late magic? Traore for a long throw. Headed by Jääskeläinen up into the air. Rose takes it wide. Too heavy a touch. Goal kick coming for Tampa Bay on what might be the last touch. They won't even get there. That's the final whistle. Sporting JAX battles, but Tampa Bay at the death with the Evan Conway goal remains the only unbeaten and untied team in the USL Championship. Heads being shaken by Sporting JAX as they continue to search for the first victory in club history. Celebration for Tampa Bay. Devastation for Jacksonville.
Yeah, you could just see it on Sporting JAX's face. 95 minutes of almost a perfect game, but that's soccer for you. One chance, one opportunity. Conway's one of those guys that's going to put it in the back of the net.
Evan Conway scored 19 goals over 2 seasons with San Diego Loyal. Scored 21 goals over 2 seasons with North Carolina FC. And he scored his second for Tampa Bay. And the Rowdies come to Jacksonville and will take home 3 points.
And I think he did come in with 22 minutes left into the game and got his goal.
Celebration continues for Conway. Let's hear from Sporting JAX head coach Liam Fox, who's standing by with Emerson.
Well, Coach, you hung on for 90-plus against an undefeated team. What do you take away from tonight's performance?
Listen, I'm really proud of the players and the work and the effort that they put into the game. We had chances as well, so it's a real sore one to take. So late in the game. But when it's not going for you at the moment, and it's not going for us, these are the types of things that happen. But what I can say is that the group are getting better, we're improving. We've still got huge belief in them, and if we just keep working hard and we keep showing up like we did today, things will turn, and I've no doubt about that.
Still looking for that first win. What needs to happen in training this week to hopefully get that in Detroit?
To be honest with you, there's not much different. We're going to stick to our process. We'll just keep working away. It's really difficult to give you an answer to that right now, but there's not going to be a lot that changes. We're obviously really disappointed how today's ended, because I actually thought we deserved at least a point.
I sat down with Ryan Edwards this week. I know you have a great relationship with him. What has it been like having him on this squad as the captain?
Yeah, well, I think you can see performances like today. But again, it's still really difficult at the moment because we're so disappointed, and I'm actually more disappointed for the players and the supporters because the lads put everything into today, and like I say, when it's not going for you, it's not going for you. But we're not going to feel sorry for ourselves. We'll get back to work, and we'll just keep working away.
Coach, thanks so much.
No problem.
Cole, up to you.
All right, thank you, Emerson. And you can hear the disappointment in Liam Fox's words. He also knows that this is a new group of players playing together and have played against a very tough roster of a schedule so far. This was a physical contest on both sides. Let's talk for a minute about Tampa Bay. Now, 4 wins from 4 matches. They have staked their claim as the team to beat the East so far on the young season.
Yeah, and they're just winning it at different types. Winning it in the 95th, away from home against a rival. It's very well done by Tampa to start off the year 4-0. Not many teams, obviously, across the league can do that. But I do think the USL record is 6 to start a season off.
That's right. Well, Tampa will have the opportunity to chase that as the season continues. That's the Tampa story. Sporting JAX, you heard Liam Fox talk about that he didn't think they were that far off. And I could make that case very easily for a team that went to 90 minutes plus 5 with a chance to get at least a point. How far off are they from a victory?
I don't think they're that far off. I think tonight they actually played a full 90 minutes. Unfortunately, tonight was 95 minutes. But other than that, they stay organized. They were very well as a team, just defending well, attacking well. It's just unfortunate for that last 30 seconds. Little miscommunication between, I think, Edwards and the keeper. But credit to Tampa to finish the opportunity and start off 4-0.
Evan Conway's goal at the very end of stoppage time gives Tampa Bay the 1-0 victory in this first chapter of the Florida rivalry between the Rowdies and Sporting JAX. More to come from Hodges Stadium. Straight ahead, Tampa Bay Rowdies 1, Sporting JAX 0. We'll have more from Jacksonville.
Hylant. Insurance, employee benefits, and risk management consulting since 1935. Built on trust and guided by our core values, we're more than a broker. We're your partner, helping you reduce risk and achieve your objectives. From mergers and acquisitions to captives and global risk strategies, we help you navigate complexity with confidence. Our tailored solutions transform uncertainty into opportunity because the right strategy makes all the difference. Better risk management starts with the right partner. Choose Hylant.
At ViStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know ViStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
Sporting JAX falling 1-0 at home to the Tampa Bay Rowdies. You see Mo Traore there. A few smiles around the park even after the loss as the kids get a chance to meet the pros here in Jacksonville. Cole Pepper, Corey Herzog. This was one that went right down to the very wire. 90 minutes plus 5 before the winning goal was scored by Evan Conway for Tampa Bay. A lot to be built out of this from Sporting JAX. Let's hear from one of the players. Antonio Gomez is standing by with Emerson.
Antonio, we just spoke briefly. You said this is a heartbreaker. What do you take away from tonight's performance?
Yeah, it is a heartbreaker. I mean, I thought we fought well. I mean, our game plan going into it was just getting the 3 back and, work on our defensive shape. And I thought we did that really well. 90 minutes of the game, and the last 5 minutes kind of broke down under it a little bit. And then, conceding when there's a minute left is never easy. So, yeah, it's frustrating.
I know this is a brand new team. Tell me about the chemistry that you guys have built over the last couple months.
It's just getting better and better each day. Each training session, every day we're in the locker room together. And you can tell by the way we're playing. I mean, everyone's getting to know each other a little bit more. And it's just only helping us. But, we're still working out some stuff. And I think it's just going to keep getting better and better. And it'll get better.
How do you build on this one and hopefully get a win next weekend?
I thought we did really well today, to be honest. I mean, we created some good chances. I thought Emil could have had a couple. But now it's just going back, getting some rest, and then going into next week, training on what we need to do and what we need to work on, and then, going into next week trying to get that W.
Antonio, thanks so much.
Of course.
Cole, up to you.
All right, Everson, thank you. Obviously a tough situation. Antonio Gomez coming off losing like that. You've been in those games, both on the winning side and the losing side. A lot of emotions at the end.
Yeah, it sucks when it comes like that, especially in the 95th minute of a game that you could have got your first point at home. Unfortunately for Sporting JAX, just that little switch off. A good team is going to bury you, and Tampa's a very good team.
Yes. Small margins. We've talked about that so much with this team so far. All right, for those who are watching on CBS Golazo Network, we'll say good night. If you're watching in Jacksonville on Channel 4, more post-game coverage to come from Hodges Stadium after Tampa Bay comes to Jacksonville and takes a last-minute 1-0 victory over Sporting JAX. Here you see Antonio Gomez, center back, gracious enough to join us after the contest, signing some autographs for the kids. And Sporting JAX still searching for that first victory. We talked about how Sporting JAX coming into the USL Championship, how this is a physical, difficult league to come into with so many teams. And with the schedule that has been thrown to Sporting JAX, they've played some of the top teams already, including the defending champs, including Tampa Bay here tonight. They have been tested here in the first 5-6 matches of the year.
Yeah, and you're learning a lot from Sporting JAX. They're not just putting their head down. They're not just getting bullied by a Tampa team coming in on a 3-0. They battled tonight. They showed us that they can play that full 90 minutes against the top teams.
All right, let's take a look at some highlights from tonight's game. It was a physical contest here at Hodges Stadium and a great start to the rivalry between Sporting JAX and the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And whether you're talking about Emil Jaskalainen, spent a lot of time getting up off the ground after getting knocked down like this. We talked about the formation of a rivalry. This is the kind of game that will build this rivalry in a hurry.
Yeah, this is the perfect rivalry game. You got your blue collar, like you said. You got your tackles. You got your chances. And, of course, you got a late goal that now Tampa has that little up on the rivalry.
Saw Sebastian Cruz hitting the post there, and then one off the crossbar from Tampa. They had chances, probably a few more full chances than Jacksonville. This one with Delabella going over the top, and then 5 minutes into 5 minutes of stoppage time. Here is the game winner, and you can see Conway just camping out on the doorstep. Got right between two Sporting JAX defenders. Cruz picked him out, and he nods it in.
And that's the definition of a good forward. Find the space, find them on the back shoulders where they're not looking, and put the ball in the back of the net.
Conway, as one of the guys who adds the depth on this Rowdies roster, you can see why they are so good. Now look at these numbers. 70% possession for Tampa Bay. That was really part of the game plan and the tactics by Liam Fox. Total passes were going to be more. Passing accuracy is impressive for the Rowdies. What else jumps out at you?
Yeah, like you said, Liam Fox was really worried about their defensive shape, and that's where the possession kind of worries about. But what you do see from Sporting JAX in that 90 minutes is that defensive shape of keeping them in front, not getting runners in behind. And unfortunately, for the last 30 seconds, that one time a good forward got in between the two center backs.
All right, we'll look ahead to what's coming next for Sporting JAX. Also look back at what happened earlier today in this doubleheader with the Sporting JAX women's team facing Brooklyn FC. Tonight, it was a late winner from Evan Conway for the Tampa Bay Rowdies in a 1-0 victory over Sporting JAX. More to come from Hodges Stadium straight ahead.
For more than 150 years, Ascension St. Vincent's has delivered award-winning compassionate care across Northeast Florida with 4 hospitals, primary care offices, urgent care centers, and freestanding emergency departments throughout the region. From everyday wellness to advanced specialty care, including heart, cancer, orthopedics, brain and spine surgery, and women's health, we're here for you when you need us most. Get the care you count on, close to home. Learn more at ascension.org/St. Vincent's.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is bigger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. Find great deals on our huge selection, like this month when you lease a 2026 CR-V for just $229 a month, or lease a 2025 Accord for $219 a month. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues, proud sponsor of Sporting JAX.
Professional men's soccer is back in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX is competing nationally in the USL Championship, bringing world-class pro soccer back to the First Coast at UNF's Hodges Stadium. It's pro soccer that's pro JAX. Secure your seats now from just $10. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com. Join Sporting JAX under the lights at home, April 25th. Get your tickets now.
All right, Donkey Bunky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes up and I...
Can't forget our protein powder.
Just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
Final here at Hodges Stadium. Sporting JAX and Tampa Bay Rowdies, a 1-0 Tampa Bay victory. We mentioned Ryan Edwards, the center back, wore the captain's armband today. Emerson Burris sat down with Edwards earlier this week to learn more about the captain reunited with Liam Fox.
In England, soccer is woven into everyday life, and that's where Sporting JAX defender Ryan Edwards first fell in love with the game.
I grew up in the city of Liverpool in the UK, England. I've been there my whole life, really, since birth. So.
During his career, Edwards played in England, Scotland, and India, but it was in Scotland with Dundee United where he became captain and helped lead the club to a fourth-place finish in European competition.
And we managed actually to finish fourth that year, which is qualifying for the European competitions, Europa Conference League, Europa League, stuff like that. So we finished fourth, had a great season. And we got the rewards at the end of it to go and play in Europe, which is all what every player wants to do.
That success came under head coach Liam Fox, a familiar face now leading Sporting JAX, and the reunion brought Edwards to Jacksonville at just the right time.
We've always kept in touch, and when this opportunity came, it worked quite well timing-wise. As I was leaving my old club back in Scotland, this was just getting started, so it worked out quite well, yeah, and I'm enjoying it so far.
Now wearing the captain's armband once again, Edwards is focused on setting the standard for a young team still building its identity.
We want to try and lead by example and performing well and having standards as well where younger players can look up to. So it's always something I've took pride in, and yeah, it's a role I love to have.
As Sporting JAX continues its inaugural season, Edwards says his focus is simple: help this team grow and start climbing the standings.
Committed to the job and trying to impress the club, the fans, and ultimately win games to try and get us climbing the table.
All right, well, there is Ryan Edwards from earlier this week, and certainly his presence should help that Sporting JAX backline with a change of tactics, a little change in terms of player usage, certainly a better defensive performance today for Sporting JAX.
Yeah, 100%. If you would have saw the stats at 70-30, all those passes, the shots, and all that, you would think the game was not 1-0. So they did very well. Edwards controlling that back three, sometimes that back five. Defensive shape was really good for the 94th, 95th minute, and unfortunately just one little slip.
Of course, wins make everything feel better, and Sporting JAX still looking for that one. How important is that veteran leadership from Edwards, and Kieran Sadley or another is going to be here in this next week?
Yeah, they need to go into that locker room and just say, boys, we've done everything I can. The ball's not falling the way we need it right now, but it's still early in the season. It's only 5 games in. The wins will come. The performances are already there. Now we just need the results.
All right, let's take a look at what's to come for Sporting JAX here in the upcoming matches. Next week, they'll be in Detroit to take Detroit City FC in a matchup there at 4 o'clock. Then a midweek game at Lou City, who lost today for the first time in, 26 matches, something like that, at home. That's a tough matchup.
So it is possible.
So you're saying there's a chance. And then back home to take on Miami FC on April the 25th in a Prinks Tires USL Cup match. It'll be good to get into a different competition as well, see how Sporting Jax fares there. It'll be the second meeting for Sporting Jax and Miami this season. And then on the road again at Indy 11 to start the month of May. By the time these 4 games are in the books, we will know everything we need to know about Sporting Jax, I think, good or bad.
Yeah, looking at that schedule, it doesn't get any easier, which could be a good thing, because if you pick up points, you get an important win on the road in Louisville, Detroit, or Indy. That could bring the team even closer, and hopefully results fall after that.
All right, let's take a look at some of the out-of-town scores in the USL Championship right now. We mentioned Charleston going to Lou City, getting the 2-0 victory earlier. Miami and Hartford Athletic playing to a 0-0 draw. Same for Detroit at Rhode Island FC. Colorado Springs Switchbacks and Lexington SC, a 1-1 draw. A lot of draws today. Loudon United and Birmingham Legion. And Indy 11 and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, a 1-1 draw. Here, a 1-0 Tampa Bay victory over Sporting Jax. And it has been a rough start to the season and a lot of lessons learned as well. We saw the physical play. The fact that Sporting Jax responded to the physical play from Tampa Bay is also something I think Liam Fox can build on.
Yeah, 100%. You don't want your team to cower down or play down to Tampa. They matched them for 94 minutes, but unfortunately just that one mistake, one miscommunication, unfortunately just led them to 0 points.
Yeah, Evan Conway with the goal for Tampa Bay got things done. All right, we will take a look at what's happening as far as the Sporting Jax women are concerned as well. Talk about a team flying right now. They have continued to play exceedingly well this year in the Gainbridge Super League. We'll talk about that and look ahead for the women when we come back. Tampa Bay, a 1-0 victory over Sporting Jax here at Hodges Stadium. Stick around, more to come.
Sporting Jax is proud to offer Bomani Espresso Martinis. Bomani comes in 2 delicious flavors, Skinny Espresso Martini for black coffee lovers, and Vanilla Espresso Martini for those who enjoy latte-style beverages. Both flavors are made with real coffee and real vodka, and are dairy and gluten-free. With half a cup of coffee's worth of caffeine per can, Bomani is perfect for a halftime pick-me-up. Stay electric.
At ViStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know ViStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
The weather keeps us on our toes. 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute, pop-up showers.
And that's why we plan for quick changes. Letting you know the exact minute you'll need a jacket, an umbrella, or some flip-flops.
Before things turn messy. With spot-on alerts wherever you are. There are no surprises when you stay ready with the Weather Authority. Always watching, always tracking. We got the hotness, them no stop this.
Back here at Hodges Stadium on the UNF campus, following Sporting Jax falling 1-0 to the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Cole Pepper, Corey Herzog here in the booth. This has been a long and impressive day of soccer here in Jacksonville. It started with the women earlier today taking on Brooklyn FC in the first half of this doubleheader. Let's get some highlights from that one as the women came in 1 point clear at the top of the table facing Brooklyn. And Sporting Jax able to get things going early on. Bailey DeSmit with a chance. Pushed away by the Brooklyn keeper. 17th minute. And Sporting Jax on the move. DeSmit feeding to Ashlyn Puerta. And watch Puerta with a beautiful through ball. Paige Kenton delivering. Giving Sporting Jax the 1-0 lead. Here's another look at it with Puerta. who has set the league record for most goal contributions, goals plus assists this year. Kenton scoring there. Then in the 69th minute, second half, Sporting Jacks got another one. Kenton, her shot blocked, but Sophia Bowman there to put it away. 3 straight goals in 3 straight matches for Bowman. She has 5 on the year, and the Sporting Jacks attack just keeps going. Sporting Jacks with a victory 2-0 over Brooklyn. And because of the results today, Sporting Jacks now has the opportunity, based on what happens on Monday with the Fort Lauderdale DC Power game, to potentially clinch a playoff spot with 6 games remaining. Sporting Jacks atop the table. Let's talk about the women for just a moment, Corey. I know you've been spending your time preparing and watching what's happening with the men, but to see what the women have done this year in their inaugural year in the Gainbridge Super League, very impressive.
Yeah, very impressive to do that on top with 6 games left to clinch a spot. That's not many teams can do that.
They're not clinched yet. They could. There's still more to be clinched after that. Top 2 teams in the league will host playoff games in the semifinals. Top team in the league wins the Players' Shield and would have home pitch advantage throughout. So still a lot to be played for Sporting Jacks, but a record-setting year for the women. And if you missed coming out to Hodges Stadium for the doubleheader today, good news. There's another one coming later this month. On April the 25th, here at Hodges Stadium, Sporting Jacks women will take on Lexington SC. That's a matchup of the top 2 teams in the Gainbridge Super League as of the moment. And then the men will take on Miami FC in the Brinks Tires USL Cup. 2 o'clock kickoff for the women, 7:30 kickoff for the men. For tickets, scan the code there on your screen or call 904-863-KICK. You can also visit sportingjacks.com to get your seats as the regular season winds down for the women and ramps up for the men as they get into the Brinks Tires USL Cup. When you play a cup competition, Corey, it's a sort of a different energy, isn't it, for the men? It'll be interesting to see how that plays out for Sporting Jacks.
Yeah, it might be relaxing for the men to go into a cup 0-0, no wins, no losses, kind of rejuvenate, get a result, and have that carry over into the rest of the season.
In that Brinks Tires USL Cup, it's group stage play, so 4 other teams in the group that Sporting Jacks will play. Then the top couple of teams from each group will advance into a knockout round. So it'll give, as you mentioned, kind of a different perspective on things, which might be just in time. We'll see. Hopefully between now and then, we'll see Sporting Jacks victories that will give a little positive uplift for this side as well.
Yeah, for sure. They got 2 away games. Hopefully get some points there. If, like you said, hopefully a victory. But going into a cup, it could change the whole dramatic thing about their season. Going into a new cup, getting a result could spark something going on to the rest of the season.
All right, let's talk finally about how this rivalry began here today. We talked about geography. We talked about the play on the field. We talked about results being something that could really supercharge a rivalry. What did you think of this one?
Yeah, this was a great rivalry. I mean, 0-0, tackles, yellow cards, ref complaining about the game. Can't ask for more about that. But the rivalry did come, unfortunately, for Sporting Jacks. Not the way they wanted to end, but for Tampa, it's a good spark to the rivalry.
These 2 teams will see each other again in the USL Cup, the Brinks Tires USL Cup, as well as in the regular season, including the last game of the regular season when Sporting Jacks will go to Tampa to face the Rowdies. That's a long way off. Sporting Jacks falling 1-0 to Tampa Bay Rowdies here today. For Corey Herzog, Emerson Burris, and our entire crew here at Hodges Stadium, Cole Pepper saying, thanks for coming along with us with this Sporting Jacks doubleheader. Final score one final time. Tampa Bay Rowdies 1, Sporting Jacks 0. We'll see you next time for Sporting Jacks Soccer.
Copyrighted telecasts of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.
Referee is showing yellow card for referee is showing yellow card for starting unit. Leading the game, number 12, Old Breslin. Leading the game, number 12, Old Breslin. Leading the game, number 12, Old Breslin. Referee is shown. Shot on goal. Saved by Purse! Saved by Purse! Shot on goal by Bowman. Shot on goal by Bowman. Shot on goal by Bowman. Saved by Forrest. Saved by Forrest.